Blue Heart Crochet. I'm Abby and I'm here for Mix It Up Monday. If you have not been on my channel that long, basically Mix It Up Monday is where I'm doing crafts that I don't normally feature in the craft catch-ups, and just showing you them because I love to dip in and out of loads of different crafts, and today is sewing. Now, my family have a lot more faith in my ability to sew than I do. Brief rundown. Basically, my mum asked me a couple of weeks ago to make her a peg bag, so basically a bag that she can hang up on the washing line, while, you know, with the pegs on, that she can move along the washing line as she's going down it. Yeah, and she can take on and off to be able to bring it in the house and things like that. So that's daunted me a bit, because every peg bag I've seen that where you like, it's either like a bit of an unusual construction to where like you've got something that goes over the line, or it's got like a mechanism in it like a clip or a hanger. So that has daunted me a little bit, but I was like, right, okay, just gonna have to get it. So I've got an idea of what I want to do. I've sort of planned it in my head. I've got the hangers, I've got fat quarters. These are the two I'm going to use. So I've got that little floral one there, and then orange with white polka dots. And I thought these two, because these both go together. I think they must have been from the same fat quarter pack as at one point, because the orange is the same. Don't know what you can see there. But I thought this, although it is got a white background, it's quite busy with a lot of darker colours like the green and the orange. They're quite dark ones, and this is orange with white polka dots. It was some of the darker fabrics I had that could match up together, and I thought that'd be good, because, you know, if it's going outside and going to be on the line every now and again, you know, you want it to be durable. And that I'm going to make the hanger removable, so she can take the hanger out. If it needs to get replaced at any point, then she can just do that dead easy. But also so that she can bung it in the wash if she ever wants to. So that's the idea. And then yesterday I had to run out and do some errands, and while I was out I went into the works, and I went in the works to get a refill notepad. You know, like an A4 line pad. Don't have one. My last one's run out, so I really needed to pick one up. Went in there and I saw these. Now, these are, you'll see it better on this side, Encanto themed fat quarters. As you can see there, £8. Now, when I buy fat quarters from the likes of Aldi, which is probably one of the cheapest places to be able to get fat quarters, the Disney ones, or like, you know, the licensed characters like Harry Potter, Marvel and things like that, when I've normally bought them, they've normally been around the £5 mark for, you know, 5 fat quarters like this. These were on sale for £4. So I know it's a good bargain. My nieces adore Encanto, so I'm gonna do something with them. And I was messaging my old sister, you know, what do you think the kids would like with this? You know, I've got this to make something with for them. What do you think they'd like? And my sister sent me back a picture of a pattern. It was on the Hobbycraft website, which is a craft store here in the UK, and it was how to make cushions that are a letter. And I thought, oh, that'll challenge me a bit, but not too out there. The example that they had on the pattern, like on the photo, was the letter H, and that is my eldest niece's name, begins with a H. So I thought, oh, that doesn't look too complicated, you know, the H, it's all straight lines, things like that. And then after I agreed to make them, it cottoned on in my head that my youngest niece's name begins with an S, and I think that is going to be a lot harder to do. So apparently my family have faith that I can sew pretty well when I can't. But anyway, first things first, I'm going to start on the easy project, which is the peg bag. I am going to start drawing up a pattern. I have got paper for it. So this is a bit of an unusual paper to be using. but it is a toilet paper wrapper. So basically in this comes like 9 toilet rolls. It is paper, which is one of the reasons why we get it. It's recyclable and things like that. So what I'm going to do is, because the inside is plain, I'm just going to cut it into a giant rectangle and use that to be my pattern piece, as it's just waste paper. It was going in the recycling bin anyway. So I will come back when I've got the pattern pieces cut out, and I'll be able to explain, you know, what I'm doing and things like that. So yeah, I'll speak to you all in a minute. So I've spent a bit of time figuring out what I needed to do. Spent a lot of time looking for a ruler. I have so many tape measures, but I couldn't find any of my rulers. So anyway, found one eventually. But what I'm using is, I'm going to be using these hangers. These are supposed to be child size hangers, and I got them from Home Bargains. I was going to ask my sister to keep, if next time she went shopping, she kept hold of some, but the ones that she bought with like kids outfit were like the really big ones, and I didn't want to use them and be restricted because I thought I don't need one that's that deep. So this is what I'm using. I got them cheap in like a budget store. Now I'm going to show you what I have got here with the pattern pieces. So I'm going to show you what I've got with the pattern pieces. What I did was I folded them over so that they'd be symmetrical on both sides, well, as symmetrical as they can be. So this is what the main panel on the back is going to be like. So the hanger will stick out over the top there, and it'll look something like that. Will be ironed, of course. I'm going to get the ironing board out in a minute and do that. And then what I've also got is, if you have a little look here, this is going to be the the front panel. So these are a little bit longer, they're about 1 inch longer. Basically just cut the pattern that I made in half and made these 1 inch longer on the edge where the opening is going to be, so that I can fold it over like that and create a bit of a seam. The idea is that halfway down here there's going to be, well, just under where the hanger falls, there's going to be an opening, and that's where you put them in. So I've got the 2 pieces for it, so that's there like that. Fold that under there and then it should be okay. So I've got all the pattern pieces cut out. I did use my pinking shears on it, as you can see there. It's a bit of a, oops, let me get out frame, bit of a crooked edge, and I'm hoping that that'll stop them from fraying too much, because I'm not going to line it on the inside. It'd just be an absolute waste. It's just getting made to hold pegs in, and it's for me and my mum. So yeah, because I'm also going to make us one. I've cut out them pattern pieces as well. So yeah, gonna clean up the dismantled bits of paper. I'm gonna keep the pattern pieces just in case I need to cut anything else out. I do have a bit of fabric left. I've not used all the fat quarters. Yeah, and then also I forgot to mention, it's one of the bits of scrap with the top here. I will fold that down a little bit, so again you've not got the raw edge sticking out. But yeah, it's coming up to lunchtime now. It's about 12 o'clock, so I am gonna clean this up, go and make myself some lunch, sit out in the garden for a bit because it's beautiful right now. And yeah, I'll come back in and chat with you all and show you when I get the sewing done on what I am doing. So I'll speak to you all in a minute.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out.
So I've finished sewing. Sorry, I'm like ducking down a bit because the camera's at a weird angle, but I can't move it anymore because sewing machine's in the way. So here's the back all done. Here is the front. One slight issue: the pocket the bottom one, just literally gravity takes over and it's falling down like that. So I need to find some type of closure that I can use, and I've got a thread coming out here. I'll trim. Yeah, so I need to find some sort of closure for there. Don't want to go and do a button because I'm not that confident in making like a buttonhole. However, I could do a bit with a bit of yarn, create like a loop and stick a button on and do it that way. Thinking Velcro might be a good way to go because it's plastic, so and it'll be easy, but I don't have any Velcro, so I'm gonna have to ring my mum, see if she's got some. Because the thing is it's not just that it looks like, you know, it's coming down here. It's not going to hold the pegs securely. I need something to hold it up a bit. So yeah, I'm thinking Velcro might be a good way to go. Or I'm thinking if like I crochet a chain, and so if I crochet a chain, stick it on to the bottom there, and then loop it over the hanger, that should stop it. It's not as bad as it was when it was not on the hanger. It's a bit better, but yeah. So that's what it's like so far. It's the back. Not too bad for my first attempt, but it's definitely not finished yet. So I'm gonna have a little think of loops and stuff like that and what I can do. I'll ring my mum, see if she's got any Velcro, show her what I've got done so far and see how she likes it, and then we'll go from there. But watch this space. Hi everyone, so it is now Monday. Now I've just gone on my computer to edit the video for the Mix Up Monday today, and the video where I am showing both finished items and both the finished sewn peg bags, and that there is music in the background. We are having glorious weather here today. I'm spending most of my time in the back garden. It's been absolutely beautiful. The funny thing is my dad's gone on holiday to Turkey, and it's been quite rainy there for quite a few days. They've had quite a few rainy days there. So it's quite funny that we are having glorious weather here. Buddy's now chosen this moment to be noisy. Bud. So anyway, yes, as I was saying, Saturday finished both the peg bags off, sorted out what I was going to do about them with, you know, the whole gaping, falling down bit. Yeah, so I decided what I was going to do with that. Right, so I've got him down here, I'm stroking Buddy now so that he's not going to make loads of noise. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, finished both the peg bags up, fixed the solution on where the bottom part was just hanging open, and I think it is because it's quite wide, but then again I need it to be that wide because it is the size of the hanger. So I've found a little solution for that. Yeah, so that is all sorted. You know what I'm going to do there. So it's all done. It's just, you know, that's what it is. So yeah, as I was saying, because it's been glorious weather, like my neighbours were having, both neighbours were having, I think they both must have been having get-togethers because there was music from one side, music from the other. I don't mind if it's not dead loud or anything, but you could hear it on the video, you know. And I didn't want to get a copyright strike. Like, I mean, I don't get paid for YouTube, but I don't want a copyright strike because if you get like so many, then close your account, like your YouTube channel, etc. So yeah, so I can't use the clip I filmed on Saturday with both the items. And then yesterday my mum came over because I don't drive. We need to go and get dog food, and the dog food we get those absolutely massive like bags, and there was no way I was going to be able to get that home on the bus, so she's come over to help, to just drive me up there and bring me back. And yeah, I gave her the peg bag then. So I've only got one peg bag now, but at least I made two of them, and I've got one for me and one for my mum. So I can't remember whether this was the one you saw or not. So the other peg bag that my mum's got, it's the orange polka dots on the back and the florals on the front. So yeah, that's the only difference. I did find some orange yarn that went really well with it. It's actually looking different, like the colours are not as good on the camera. Basically what I did was I did a chain that I have looped, that I've stuck the head of the hanger through, and then I have basically poked it in to sewn it in here and knotted it, and then put a bow to make it look a bit nicer. So yeah, you can slip this off over the top of the hanger and still wash it and all that. On this one there are a few threads I need to trim, but yeah, it's okay, it suits its purpose. I showed my mum it, I FaceTimed her and I was like, what do you think? I was like, I know it's not perfect. My mum was like, oh my gosh, well done, you did so well. Like, really like proud, like, you know, learning how to sew. Practicing my sewing skills and improving on them is something that is really important to me, because it is a skill I really need in life. I am short, I am 5'1". Most pants I have to buy, or quite often dresses I buy, I have to have taken up. So yeah, it's a skill I want to be able to learn, because my mum knows how to do that sort of stuff, and it's something I want to practice on and I want to learn and get better at. Last year I did buy a pair of like dungarees, and not dungarees, like a denim dress. I bought it off like Lucy and Yak. It was in their sale, so it was like quite cheap for what they normally sell, and it was really good value. I bought it, and it was supposed, on the picture online, it was knee length. No joke, with me it was ankle length. I'll try and see if I can put a picture in, if I've still got one at the time. But yeah, so it was ankle length, so it's something I need to learn how to do. I did manage to actually alter that dungaree dress. I was able to alter it, and that was the first thing I've ever altered on my own. And the excess fabric, because there was quite a lot of it, it's in my fabric bin, so that, like, you know, if I could do something with it in the future, it saves it going to waste, because it is perfectly good fabric. But yeah, it's something I'm not that skilled at yet, but I want to improve on, because it's a practical skill I need, and that's why doing little things like this is important. I'm not gonna lie, on Saturday, and I did explain this in a video, I was thinking, let's say I've got a bit of time left in the day, like, you know, it's still quite bright because it's summer. I thought, let's get started on the pillows. However, it took me half an hour to 45 minutes just to print a template out online, because it was supposed to be A3. I don't have an A3 printer, my printer's A4, and I thought, oh, it'll be simple, you can print over 2 pages surely. No, apparently not that easy. I had to download programs. It's a whole palaver. Yeah, it was a whole thing. So in the end, took me a while. I've got it done, I've got the template printed out, but by the time I did that, I was like, nope, that was supposed to be the easy part, and it was stressful. So let's leave it at that. So I'm gonna try working on it maybe this week, because I've told, you know, I told my sister I've got this fabric, because she was the one who gave me the idea of the cushions. So it is something I'm thinking I've got to start doing in timely fashion. I can't like leave it, because people know about it, they'll ask me about it, so I've got to get working on it. Anyway, long tangent, long story short, done a bit of sewing, and I'm quite proud of that. So yeah, it's a little peg bag, it works, I've been using it. No, I didn't iron it, just because the mini ironing board is in there, and I've put Christmas decorations on it. I thought that's going to take a while to move the couch out, pull all the Christmas decorations out, and then put the thing there. Yeah, I thought that's going to be a whole palaver, and I thought, yeah, let's leave it. The big, like the ironing board for clothes, it's massive, so I don't really want to stop getting it out just to iron a bit of fabric. I was like, let's leave it. Chill. Enjoy the sun. Anyway, hope you're all doing well, hope you're all staying safe, taking care. Let me know if you sew, who taught you to sew if you do, and things like that. I'm always curious about learning more about you all, And if you are a sewer, any tips you can send me, let me know. I will gratefully, I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, take care, stay safe, and I will speak to you all on Wednesday. Bye.